When you are drawing daily, sometimes your art looks like this. But there are times where it looks somewhat more like this. And that's okay. Not every day you'll be able to create beautiful pieces. However, my art has been looking like this for the past month or so. I am uninspired, don't make time to draw, and don't put any effort in. I am in an art slump. So let's get out of it. First, let's settle the difference between an art block and an art slump. Art block is when you want to create. However, you don't. There's a blank page and it will stay blank. It feels like you just physically can't draw, even though you really want to. Art is something like a distant friend you don't visit anymore. However, when you are experiencing an art slump, you do create art, but you have lost some type of motivation or spark you had before. The art you create kind of bores you, and you feel disconnected from the pieces you make. Art is more something like your friend that tells the same boring story again and again, to which you only respond with an uninterested So, in order to get out of a slump, the goal is not gaining back the ability to create again. It is gaining back the connection with your art and being able to invest time and effort into pieces you can be proud of. Step 1. Declutter and organize. I have a lot of art supplies. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. And this isn't even all of it. The main problem with this is that my art space is a mess. I have a bunch of supplies, but they are unorganized and my space is just pure chaos. So, in order to get back the excitement of making art, I'm going to clean, declutter, and organize everything. As they say, a cluttered space is a cluttered mind. Currently, I don't have a good overview of what I have, where it is, and an easy way to access it. By sorting everything, the overwhelming feeling fades and my brain can make space for creativity and inspiration. I started by taking away everything from my desk and just put it all on the floor. This way, I could easily clean the surfaces. Now I'm gonna give you a peek into some of the supplies I sorted out. I put all of my smaller sketchbooks and journals together neatly. And then it was time to sort out all of the different kinds of papers and stickers I use for my journaling. I have a lot. The main goal here was to make things easily accessible, so I organized them in a binder. I use my Alcoholmarkers a bunch, so they got their own designated space so I can grab them whenever. One of the things I hate is grabbing a marker or pen and only to be disappointed because it's dried out. That's why I tested every single one. After that, I went ahead and sorted them by color and continued with testing my pens. Those I sorted by black pens, color pens, blue pens, and my favorite Uniball pens. Almost forgot the washi tape that was in high need of some organizing. There are some supplies I use more often, so for that I arranged a box containing those supplies. In here are my favorite color pencils, Posca markers, Tombow markers, aqua pencils, some liners, felt tips, and my most used graphite pencils. This is how it turned out, and I think this will allow me to create things with a much clearer mind. Step 2. Faking a portfolio. When you tell people you do art, it's almost guaranteed they want you to show something to them. However, the only album I had in my photo gallery was of all my art, including the stuff I wouldn't want to show others. That's why I created a photo album specifically for the art that I am proud of or represents my style and capacities. I view this as sort of an art portfolio. But how exactly can this help you get out of an art slump? Well, Some requirements for a good art portfolio are 1. Showcasing sets of different skills. 2. Recently created pieces. 3. Pieces that are representative of you. And 4. High quality work. So, instead of viewing this album as a simple collection, view it as a portfolio that needs to meet these requirements. Analyze the photos you have put in. Where are you lacking? What could there be more of? Is there enough art in here I created recently? Etc, etc. Even if you don't pursue art professionally, this will encourage you to invest time and effort into your art. It will serve as motivation to pick up your supplies and create with a specific goal in mind, which is not just creating art, and it can help you pull you out of that slump. In addition to this, you now also have a nice collection of art you can show to others without feeling insecure or embarrassed. Step 3. Enjoy the process, not the outcome. Even though the goal here is creating art that feels like you again, it's not particularly about the final result. The connection you have with your art is mostly the process. You enjoy it, even though you make mistakes and you learn. I'm already drawing every day. The obstacle was not drawing, it was looking forward to the process of drawing. In order to do that, you can start romanticizing. What do you love about the actual making of art? Figure out your whys and your whats. For me, mostly, it is being able to work with pretty colors and see shapes form into more and improving my artistic abilities. Now, link that to the kind of supply you will be using and the subject that you will be drawing. In my case, that means looking for a reference that contains many saturated colors and preferably something I enjoyed drawing before. So I know that eventually the shapes will resemble what I want to draw and I don't get too scared to start. And lastly, I do want a small challenge. This way, I cover my main 3 reasons of loving the process of art. I settled for Alcoholmarkers and a simple hand as subject with a bunch of pretty colors, but a challenge in the contrasting lighting. Really, these 3 are simple steps, but I do have a reminder for you. It can be that neither of the steps will be the solution for you. It could be that you just need a break from the pressure of creating. Creating art doesn't come naturally every single time, but there must be a small fire burning within you that is called passion. Do not burn out yourself. That fire of passion can completely burn out. So just take that break if you need it. However, I promised myself to draw every day of the year, so a break wasn't an option. These steps worked for me. Now I'm excited to sit down and draw again. The art slump is gone, though someday it will probably come back. But I know it's never permanent. There will always be a small flame yearning to grow.